Good evening, Internet, and welcome to a quick top shift. Now, as you can see, as going on from the last version, the last top shift, I have been hacking away in the hauler. And ahead of me, we have All-in Enterprise. Now, the reason I'm doing this quick top shift is because you'll notice my balance is just under 100k. And that means I can afford one of the new ships, the Viper. Now, this is not a Viper from Battlestar Galactica, although, judging by some of the performance stats so far, flight assist off there being funny. Although, due to the performance stats, the Viper is the fastest ship in the game so far. There are, I hope, about another 15, 20 ships to come in, playable ones, and but the Viper was one of the ones that everybody is looking forward to. It's the police ship. It's the one that's supposed to stop the smugglers and the pirates. And everybody's going to be trying. You've got to try it out once. Very popular ship in the Frontier and Frontier First Encounters. And they've redesigned it for this one. So instead of a straightforward arrow, which oh, hang on, just let me request docking.
Request granted.
And then instead of the straightforward diamond stroke arrow that it was in the previous games, this one looks far. Oh, hello, that hauler. Oh, docking bay 13, wonderful. This has been remodeled, although it still retains its pyramid stroke diamond shape. It looks far meaner, and I didn't even think that was possible after the first one.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right, well, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to see whether or not they've actually got them here at All-in. Now, I've come all the way out to All-in because there we are, the Viper. The more high tech the system, the better price you're supposed to have at the shipyard. Personally, I haven't seen a difference, but other commanders have reported it. So, the commodities market, we've just come from iBoots. Yeah. We're just going to sell all the fish, because you always make a nice bit of profit on fish if you're coming from iBoots. And we'll leave that there. Now, as you can see, 106,000 credits. So, not only should I be able to get myself a decent Viper, I should be able to equip it with something a bit nasty, and still have enough left over for fuel, for insurance purposes. I got to remember that for insurance, always take 10% of the total value of your ship, which they don't supply you with. You've got to work it out yourself. So, one Viper. Hang on a second, that's just gone up. Oh well. I guess they must take into account the value of your cargo when you're actually in the dock. Oh, this is the worst bit. Oh. And here we have it. We are in a Viper. Landing gear deployed. Let's have a quick look around. Visibility not as good as the Eagle. We've got 30,000 credits left, so I'd say we've got about 20,000 credits to equip this ship with. So let's have a look. Outfitting. We only have one Class 2 pulse laser and 2 Class 4 hardpoints. Right. Let's see what we've got. Now the other thing to notice about all these things is that in the previous versions the various weapons that you had to control over didn't have a weight, and in this case they do. So the heavier your guns and your missiles and things like that, the less hyperspace range you're going to have. It's a nice little mechanic there that you've got to take into account when you're flying around the place. And I'm having a look through all this. We've got, ooh, look at that, the cannons. A Class 4 cannon is 30,000 credits. Wow. That is a lot of credits. Oh, and here we have turrets. You could actually have turrets and put a sight on this. The way that turrets, I think I've covered this before, but we could just go with straightforward pulse lasers across the board. That might be worth it. Or burst lasers. Gimbaled beam lasers. Now, what's the difference between a C4 cannon and a C2 multi-cannon? A C1 burst laser, that's gimbaled. Railgun. C2 cannon. Again, 10,000 credits. Ooh, decisions. I mean, if you look at the Class 1 beam lasers, 16,000. So that is quite expensive. Okay, let's go for the burst laser. And we'll have another burst laser here. Right. Class 2 hardpoint. Now we could either go with a pulse laser or a gimbaled burst laser. Interesting. Class 2 cannon, perhaps. That would be class. We could have those, I suppose. Ooh, the decisions that you need for this. Or a missile rack. Class 2 multi-cannon. Ooh. You know what? Let's see what happens if we just all go burst lasers. That leaves us with about 8,000 credits. And looking through the rest of this, well, there's nothing there that we can actually buy. So, now this ship has 8 tons of cargo space. And we can okay. Ooh, someone's firing off a load of heat-seeker missiles there. So, let's take it for a spin. Bit nervous about this, to be honest. Don't even know what the hyperspace range on her is. Right. You may now leave the station.
Engines engaged.
Ooh. The engine's a lot quieter. Oh, that is maneuverable. You just have to touch the flight stick and she starts spinning. Okay. Up and away. Ooh, high-pitched throttly noise. That's good. Right, full speed here is 320. And she, as you see, does seem to... she responds very well. Yep. Oh, I'm happy with that. Not as maneuverable as the Eagle, but then again, you wouldn't expect that. Right. Right, so we're out of the no-fire zone. Okay. Let's deploy the burst lasers and see what happens. That's a heat-seeking missile that's 30 away. Oh, it's gone. Now, why are these heat-seeking missiles about here? Now, this is supposed to be the party trick. Wow! Straight up to 500. Well, that heat-seeking missile seems to be getting further and further away. Oh, it's in range. Right then. Whoa! Okay, so let's see. How long does a burst laser last at standard? 1, 2. You get about 6 shots. 6 shots before you have to start recharging. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shots at full power. Well, let's have a look at the fire groups. So that's the fire group here. Right. Well, that seems to be alright. Let's have a look at its jump range. Right, so navigation. So we're 8 tons. Oh, I like that. The blue lines are trade routes that with its maximum cargo. But if you remove the maximum oh, I didn't realise that. If you remove the maximum cargo, or use the slider, that's the grey routes that are the possibilities. So if I do that, we can actually reach Rakapilla. Now, what's at Rakapilla? Industrial economy. Right. Well, I can reach that now. All in all, from first impressions, I think I'm going to like the Viper. So, stay tuned for more bounty hunting goodness, or if they implemented the pirating part of the game yet, I might see how difficult it is to be a pirate. Thanks for watching. Good night.